Welcome back, everybody, to the box that must never be opened, Pandora's Box. In Steins Gate Zero, I'm your host, the Musical Gamer. Welcome back. We have come back to the lab after a really freaky-deaky trip to the alternate timeline where World War III happened early. Oh boy. The wreaths we put up at the entrance for the Christmas party were still up.
Christmas party.
It had only been a month, hadn't it? It felt like a million years ago. I had no memories of what I'd done in this world line after the Christmas party.
ああ、そういえば飾り付け放置したまんまだっけ。いい加減外さないとな。パーティーの時にオカリンと吹雪氏が倒れたっしょ。それでバタバタしちゃってちゃんと片付けできてないんだよね。
俺と中瀬さんが倒れた。
Was that when the world line changed? Yeah, the two of them did sort of collapse at the same time. Just as we were going through the wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey effect, we saw Fubuki collapse at the same time as us. Everyone remembered that I'd collapsed at the Christmas party, which means I'd come back to the same world line as the one I'd been in before. If this was Russia's doing, it was terrifying to think they could control the world line to that degree. And there was one more thing. It worried me that Fubuki had collapsed too. I stood there lost in thought. Daru and Mayuri looked a little concerned.
おかりん？
そういえば中瀬さんの具合はどうなのかなって思ってな。
I quickly came up with an excuse.
ふぶきちゃん、まだ入院してるんだ。
Really?
入院？もう1ヶ月近く経ってるのにか？
本人は大丈夫だって言ってるんだけど、ちっとも退院させてもらえないんだって。
Could it be she's just not used to reading Steiner? I've heard that lately, unless you were really, really sick, they wouldn't let you stay in the hospital for very long. Was Fubuki sick with something?
これの疑いが晴れないらしいね。
They think it's that encephalitis thing going around, don't they? Suzuha whispered as she held up the page of the magazine she was reading. New encephalitis strikes worldwide. Are you in danger? Yep, I thought so.
新型脳炎。
I'm wondering if this encephalitis, or what they believe to be encephalitis, is just people reacting to reading Steiner. I mean, it could very well be the case. Everybody has a little bit of reading Steiner in them. Some people are probably a little bit more in tune with it than others. I borrowed the magazine. They were talking about this last November. I'd seen a glimpse of it on the news. Outside of Japan, they'd seen almost 100 people, albeit with mild symptoms. In Japan, there were 10 people being kept at hospitals for examination, or so it said. So it had made its way to Japan. And one of those 10 was Fubuki then? Was it transmissible by air? We didn't catch it at the Christmas party, did we? I don't know. I'm beginning to think it's not actually a disease. I knew that getting nervous wouldn't help anything, but still, I wondered.
ねえ、おかりんも一度病院で見てもらった方がいいんじゃないかな。あの時のおかりん、ふぶきちゃんよりもっと具合悪そうだったよ。
Yeah, but she's the one still in the hospital, right?
ああ、考えておくよ。
Why is that? I gave a half-hearted answer to Mayuri and turned back to the magazine. Strange symptoms being found all over the world. Cause unknown. Sudden memory loss. Memories differ from those of the people around you. Losing all sense of the passage of time. Losing the ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality. And sometimes having waking dreams. The article was filled with things like that. This was like...
まるでリーディングシュタイナーみたいじゃないか。
And it matched exactly with what Shimoyama had told me in the other world line. Fubuki was the one who still knew the other world.
ひどい時には白チュームというのかな。現実と夢の区別がつかなくなることもあると聞いた。中瀬君と非常によく似た白チュームを見る人たちがいる。しかも一人や二人じゃない。
It's going around. I'd wondered back then if Fubuki possessed reading Steiner too. Maybe the reason she collapsed at the Christmas party wasn't some new disease, but the unexpected activation of reading Steiner. That would mean her diagnosis was wrong. The unnecessary tests and treatments they gave her wouldn't help a bit. It looked like I needed to talk to Fubuki. Ooh, good. I'm glad we're getting involved here. Maybe we'll actually get something done. I ended up going over that day. She was at a large general hospital with a medical student department located in Ochanomizu. It was close enough to Akihabara I could walk, and getting there was easy. Since she might get the wrong idea if I went alone, I encouraged Mayuri to come with me. I hoped it would look like I was only coming as an afterthought. But it ended up being a bigger deal than I expected. When they heard that Mayuri was going, Yuki and Kaede decided to come too. Evidently, they'd all been to visit Fubuki several times before, and they knew exactly where she was located. They walked down the halls without hesitation. It was almost 8 when visiting hours ended, so we needed to hurry. But as we passed by a nurse's station, there was a minor commotion. A woman in her late 40s wearing a gray jersey was yelling at the doctors and nurses.
いい加減にしてよ。いつになったら退院できるの？
ですから必要な検査と治療を行った後にですね。
治療なんて何にもしてないじゃない。しかもちょっとした検査のはずがなんで1ヶ月も出られないの？仕事はどうしてくれるの？
Looks like you're in here for the same thing.
落ち着いてください。この病気は未知の部分が多く、十分な検査を行って慎重に治療をしませんと危険なのです。
嘘。テレビじゃそんなに大変な病気じゃないから安心しろみたいに言ってたわよ。
ですからそれは適切な検査と治療を行うことが前提です。先ほど
あれは夕飯が遅いからお腹が空いて貧血になっただけよ。私は元気なの。さっさと退院させて。
The woman was about ready to grab the doctor by the throat. Several female nurses held her back and then dragged her off somewhere with reassuring words. I've had those moments with doctors too. Oh boy. I know that usually you're just looking out for your best interests, but it's still frustrating as all hell.
びっくりしたわ。吹雪ちゃんは大丈夫かな？
The girls hurried even faster down the hallway. Fubuki was in a 4-person room at the very end of the hallway. We hesitantly peeked inside. Oh, jeez.
この声。
Is she crying? We could hear moaning coming from beyond the curtains surrounding Fubuki's bed. Mayuri went pale and hurriedly ripped them open.
吹雪ちゃん。
Oh. Hi. They got you hooked up to the Matrix and everything. Fubuki made a strange noise and spun around as we came in. I looked closer and saw that she was sitting on the bed with her legs crossed watching a show on the LCD TV attached to it. Her eyes were red and swollen with tears, but given the fact that she had a stick of Pocky in her mouth, she was probably just crying over soap. Oh, god damn it.
おお、みんな、また来てくれたんだ。
Fubuki wiped away her tears and welcomed us with her usual smile. Okay, so she's totally fine.
マユシーはドキドキしちゃったよ。吹雪ちゃんが泣いてるって思って。紛らわしいんだから。ごめん。
Even as she apologized, she tossed another chocolate-coated stick into her mouth. I love Pocky. Her hair was tied up and she was wearing some kind of headgear. At first, I thought it was just that she was too lazy to do her hair, but evidently not. There were cords coming out of the headgear that were attached to a belt around her waist. They're monitoring her brain activity. Yeah, brainwaves. As unobtrusively as possible, I took a look at the other patients around the room. They were all wearing the same headgear. They may have been giving it to all the encephalitis patients.
吹雪ちゃん、ごめんね。みんなで押しかけちゃって。とんでもない。大歓迎だよ。それに、オカリンさんまで来てくれるとは思わなかった。
Yo, what's up? Fubuki stared at me intently. She'd never done that before, so I started to wonder if there was something on my face.
俺と同じように倒れたって言うから気になってたんだ。具合は？
全然平気。なんで退院できないのか本当わかんないよ。毎日検査するだけで他には何にもやることないし、退屈で。 しかもさ、病室って携帯禁止なんだよね。メールしたくてもロビーまで行かないとダメだし、夜9時になると勝手に消灯されちゃうから深夜アニメも見られないし、もう信じられない。
Oh, Fubuki never changed. Her bed was surrounded with portable game consoles, magazines, a miniature DVD player, anything to stave off boredom. And given all the half-empty boxes of snacks, it was hard to believe the disease was as serious as they said on the news.
オカリンさんは大丈夫なの？
ああ、マユリにも言ったが、この通りなんともない。
そっか、よかった。
She seemed truly relieved, but she was still staring at me. And suddenly Kaede started to fidget. Not only that, she blushed, then glanced at me, and then almost started to cry. She was acting really weird. What's the matter?
楓ちゃん？
What's wrong with you now?
どうかした？
Kaede started fidgeting even more when she realized that everyone was looking at her, but she had no choice but to go over and whisper something into Fubuki's ear.
はあ？ふぶきちゃん、
The other girls tried to quiet Fubuki. What the hell did you just tell her? This was a hospital, and there were other patients in the room. We couldn't make a fuss.
だって皆さん、ちょっと聞いてくださいよ。ここにいらっしゃる来島楓さんってば、私とオカリンさんがみんなに隠れてこっそり付き合ってるんじゃないかって疑ってるんですよ。
Not on your life. Just the what? Now it was our turn to keep from shouting in surprise.
何を言い出すんだ。
だってまゆりちゃんの話だと、今日ふぶきちゃんのお見舞いに行こうと言い出したのって。
それはまあそうだが。
There was another reason, but I couldn't say that.
それにさっきからふぶきちゃんとオカリンさん、愛おしそうに見つめ合ってるし。
Was I really?
愛おしそうに見つめてないから。そうじゃなくて、
Fubuki tried to scratch her hair, but the headgear blocked her way and she gave up. Good
ちょっ
idea.
とリアルな夢をね、見ちゃって。
Okay, we're gonna go into this now.
リアルな夢。
Good. I was startled. That may have been what I wanted to find out.
今日の夕方くらいかな。少しうとうとしてたんだ。やることもないし暇すぎちゃって。そしたらなんかね、あんまり詳しくは覚えてないんだけど、私とオカリンさんとユキさんが怖い人に車に乗せられてどこかへ連れて行かれる夢を見ちゃったんだ。私も出てくるの？うん。
Yep. It's just like we thought. It was the same. That meant Fubuki had experienced the same things I'd gone through in the other world line. And this evening would have been the same time I was experiencing it. I peeked through the curtains to make sure that none of the hospital staff were around.
みんな悪いが中瀬さんと二人で話をさせてくれないか。
まさか。
違うって。
I wasn't really sure how to handle that reaction. Just don't worry about it for now.
マユシーたちには聞かれたくないこと？
病気のことについてなんだ。
わかった。
Yeah, I still don't understand. I think Mayuri knows more than she lets on. Like, even though we tried to quote-unquote keep her away from all this, I think she knows. I think she's pretty smart. She's probably figured out most of the stuff. I mean, she knows about time travel. She knows about the future. She knows about our reading Steiner and the fact we've been to countless world lines. So she probably knows this is something to do with that. Mayuri nodded and went outside the curtains. The other two looked bothered, but they followed her.
中瀬さん、君の話した夢なんだが、もしかして場所は沖縄じゃなかったか？
そうだね。うん、多分沖縄だったと思う。車に乗ってる時に そういう看板を見た気がする。
車に乗ってたのは俺と君、そしてユキさん、他に運転手と背の低い自衛隊の男。
Oh, this is great. We're actually going to discuss this with someone finally.
男の名前は下山。
Fubuki suddenly went pale. A dream about being in a car in Okinawa could be written off as a coincidence, but knowing the exact name of the man in the shared dream was a different matter entirely.
どうして？
その男は君に白チュームの話をした。ロシアの大統領の話も。そして俺たちは米軍基地に連れて行かれた。そこでマユリたちと合流して俺とは別れた。
Fubuki was too stunned to speak. There was no room for doubt. My suspicion turned into a certainty. Fubuki had a stronger reading Steiner than most people, and remembered the other world line as a relatively realistic dream.
夢の中でその下山って人が言ってた。オカリンさんも私と同じで別の世界の記憶を持ってるんだって。
ああ、
それって本当だったんだ。
ああ。
I hesitated for a moment, but then I gave her a brief explanation of my own reading Steiner ability. This is actually really cool that we finally get to talk to somebody about this, who practically shares the ability with us. The one thing I wanted to make sure she understood was that her dreams weren't caused by an illness, but her reaction wasn't what I expected.
だったら他にもいるかも。病気じゃない人。
そうなのか？
暇だからみんなとね、よく話をするんだ。自分の見た夢の話。それがものすごくそっくりでびっくりすることがあって。ついさっきもね、隣の部屋に入院してる小学生の子が言ってた。一度も行ったことないはずなのに沖縄にいる夢を見たって。戦争で東京が燃えちゃって自衛隊に助けられて沖縄へ逃げる夢だったって。
そうか。
Oh no. If that was true, then it wasn't just Fubuki. There were other patients who were being kept in the hospital for no reason, who didn't have any kind of disease at all.
お医者さんに話した方がいい？
いや、とてもじゃないが信じてもらえるとは思えない。それどころか妄想がひどくなったって診断されたりでもしたら。
Yeah, you might be a guinea pig for the rest of your life.
そっか。
他の人にもまだ黙っていた方がいい。騒ぎになったら大変だ。
And then Yuki poked her head through the curtain.
岡部さん、看護師さんがこっちに来ます。面会時間おしまいですよ。
Well, I guess we got done what we needed to. It's kind of crazy how many people actually have reading Steiner. Like, good enough that they can remember pretty vivid details about what happened in other world lines. That they're in the hospital because of some quote-unquote disease.
バタバタしちゃってごめんね、ふぶきちゃん。今度はゆっくりできるように早めに来るね。ああ、まゆし、言っちゃやだ。でもナースさんに怒られちゃうよ。そんなの別にいいよ。今夜は私と一緒に寝て。
Fubuki was back to her usual self. She grabbed Mayuri's hand and held it tight. Kaede chuckled and forced her to let go.
なるべく来てあげるから。わがまま言っちゃダメ。なるべくじゃやだよ。明日も明後日も放課後になったら来て。暇で死んじゃう。
Fubuki flailed her arms and legs about. It was a bit too deliberate if you ask me. Kaede patted her on the head.
はいはい。それじゃあまたね。
Mayuri and Yuki went over to pat her too, and before long she looked like a little puppy in a kennel being petted. We left her behind and exited the room. I was the last to leave, and before I did, I turned around and saw Fubuki staring at us from the bed. Our eyes met, so I nodded a little. It's okay. You're not sick, so don't worry. I don't know if she understood what I meant, but she nodded back. Alright, well, at least she knows. The hospital halls were strangely silent after visiting hours were over. Hold on. Don't think I didn't see that game. Why didn't I get a sound? I want to talk in private. I'll wait for you to contact... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something in the short message made me feel very tense. Oh, dear. Suzu? Suzu, what do you want? After I said my goodbyes to the other, I contacted Suzuha. She told me to come to the top of the radio building. Hey, Suzu. How you doing? When I arrived, she was standing silently on the dark roof. There was no trace of a smile on her face. Her eyes shone in the darkness, and as she glared at me, I felt a shiver run down my spine. This was not the Suzuha I was used to. Maybe this was her true self. Whatever she wanted to talk to me about, I was sure I wasn't going to like it.
悪かったね、オカリンおじさん。こんなところに呼び出しちゃって。
話ってなんだ？
あ、うん。私はなんていうか、話の駆け引きとか上手な情報の引き出し方とかそういうの苦手でさ。
From the way she stumbled over her words, it was clearly something she didn't want to talk about.
単刀直入に言ってくれ。以前のお前なら多分そうしていただろ
う。そうだね。
もしかして俺のこと気遣ってくれてるのか？そうか。ありがと
う。別にそんなんじゃ。
Suzuha got a little annoyed and tried to say something back to me, but ended up swallowing her words.
実は俺、最初はちょっとショックだったんだ。お前が俺のよく知ってる鈴葉と全然違ったから。
それは仕方ない。世界線が違えば、育った環境もそこで出来上がる人格や考え方も変わる。
ああ、でも今はそうは思わない。鈴葉はやっぱり鈴葉だよ。
いや、やっぱり私は違う。オカリンおじさんのよく知ってる天音鈴葉じゃない。
鈴葉。
今日私はオカリンおじさんを尾行したんだ。
To the hospital?
尾行？
そう、病院の中までずっと。
Okay. What did she say? Why would she do that? So you're telling me you heard my conversation with Fubuki then? What the hell were you? Hiding in the goddamn ceiling? Like, what? No, I knew the answer without even asking. There was only one reason she would do something like that.
俺が世界線を移動したことに気づいたのか？
あのクリスマスの夜におじさんにリーディングシュタイナーが発動したんじゃないかとずっと疑ってたんだ。あの日だけじゃない、今日もだ。それで確信に変わったよ。
I deliberately avoided telling Suzuha that the world line had changed. Yeah, she'd probably freak out. It was obvious that she would react like this.
聞かせて。ここはもう前の世界線とは変わってしまったのか？
聞いてどうする？
いいから答えて。
Uh-oh. Oh, shit!
これは命令だ。岡部倫太郎。
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the flippin' Jesus Christ are you doing? I gulped as I saw her pull a gleaming pistol out from her jacket. It was aimed right between my eyes.
冗談だよな。
冗談でこんなことはしない。
It felt like Suzuha was trying to revert to who she was when I'd first come to the Beta World Line. A woman who put her mission above everything else. She was so desperate it hurt to even look at her. What would happen if she shot me here? I imagined myself lying on the ground in a pool of blood. Much like, yeah, much like her. In my mind, the image overlapped with Kurisu's dead body. I closed my eyes and grit my teeth, trying to avoid a flashback. I'd spent the last month trying to escape to Okinawa in the middle of a war, but I still wasn't used to having a gun pointed right at me. Yeah, I was about to say, we basically lived a month in warlike conditions. That probably would have gotten us used to a lot of the things that were making us go crazy over PTSD. But I suppose we still have problems.
世界線は変動したのか。ここはもう以前とは違う世界なのか。
But Suzuha's hands were shaking a little as she held the gun. That would have been unimaginable when she'd first come here from the future. Maybe she was ashamed of it, because she bit down on her teeth even harder. Oh, she's bleeding. That's blurred. Oh boy. She must have bit her lip when she did so, because a single trail of blood ran down her jaw and dripped onto the ground. I stared at the blood as I answered.
大丈夫だ。俺たちは以前のままの世界線にいる。
本当に？
ああ。一度別の世界線に移動したのは事実だが、再び元に戻ったはずだ。
それをやったのは誰だ？ロシアか。
だと思う。
とうとうタイムマシンの実験を開始したってことか。
I nodded.
それならもう一刻の猶予もないじゃないか。連中が実験を続ければやがて取り返しのつかないことが起きる。シュタインズゲートに続く道が閉ざされてしまうかもしれない。私はバカだ。悩んでる場合じゃなかった。もう説得なんて終わりだ。
どうする気だ？
岡部倫太郎、私の命令に従ってもらう。一緒に7月28日に行くんだ。
拒否したら？
拒否なんてさせない。
お前はいいのか？
何？
この世界線をなかったことにしてしまって、それで。
うるさい！
No! What? Did she just shoot me? Excuse me. There was a horrible ringing in my ears and a fierce pain in my eardrums. A second later, the smell of gunpowder passed by my face. She really shot at me.
次は脅しじゃなくて当てる。
She was glaring at me as if she was about to cry. She is crying. Oh my god, she's really desperate. We stared at each other in silence. I tried as hard as I could to come up with something to calm her down, but nothing came to me. Nothing I could come up with would get her to change her mind. What should I do?
Suzuha! Okarin! Nani yatten da o?
Daru to the rescue? Suddenly I heard Daru's voice. I turned and saw that he'd just come out of the door near the stairs.
父さん、どうして？
マユシとアマネシからメールがあったんだ。なんか鈴葉がオカリンを呼び出したって言うからさ、嫌な予感がして探してたんだお。あと、差出人不明のメールがあった。
An unknown sender?
差出人不明？
Excuse me? Who?
この場所のマップの URL を送りつけられた。もしやと思って真っ先に来てみたわけ。そしたら銃声がしたからびっくりしたっつうの。
Daru's whole body was covered in sweat. Even as he spoke, large beads were appearing on his forehead. He must have really hurried.
で、鈴葉、その銃は何なん？
いや、鈴葉は別に何も。
何もなかったら銃なんて撃たないっしょ、上皇。ほら鈴葉、話してみるといいのだぜ。
父さんだって本当は分かってるくせに。
何が？
世界線が変動したことだよ。ロシアがタイムマシンの実験を始めたんだ。
それって確定なん？
だから焦ってるんじゃないか。このままじゃ何もかも終わりなんだ。シュタインズゲートに到達できない。第三次世界大戦も防げない。大勢の人が死んで、母さんも死んで、何もかも回避できない。
I mean, that's gotta be a lot of pressure on her.
それは困
Seriously.
るお。でも、だからってさ、オカリンを脅して無理やり過去へ連れて行ったとして、 それでうまくいくわけ？
Daru's normally easygoing expression had suddenly turned serious.
タイムマシンや世界線のことを研究し始めてなんとなく分かってきたんだよね。オカリンの言う通り普通のやり方じゃ何度やってもマキセ氏の命を救うことなんてできないんじゃないかって。
父さんまで何を言って。
世界線のルールや因果率がそんな簡単に変えられるんならオカリンの言うアルファ世界線でマユ氏の命だって救えたはずっしょ。
That's absolutely true. Causality is the problem here. The school of thought that says that all things have a cause and an effect. This idea is at the core of relative theory, or relativity theory. However, it has been observed in the microscale world of quantum mechanics that causality does not always apply. So, world lines will trend and move towards a certain point, and some things are inevitable. But there should be ways to manipulate it to make it that these inevitable things don't happen. But it's how to manipulate it that we don't know. And that's the problem. If we just keep going back and forth willy-nilly, we're not going to get anything done.
じゃあどうしたらいいって言うんだ。
Daru brought his fist up to his chest.
どうすべきかを僕らは研究してるわけっしょ。
でももう時間が。
大丈夫、僕に任せとけって。絶対に何とかしてみせる。たまには父さんの言うことも素直に聞いてほしいのだぜ。
Daru's voice was strong and kind in a way you'd never imagine he was capable of. He softly took the gun from Suzuha's hands. She didn't resist.
ほら、銃なんかよりもっと大切なものを忘れてろ。今日みたいな寒い日にこそこれを使うべき。
Daru took something out of his pocket. He pressed it into Suzuha's hands. What is it? Gloves. Huh. Hey, 75% CG's unlocked. Achievement time. It was a pair of handmade gloves. It was the present that Yuki had given her at the Christmas party. I remembered it well.
私
When he gave her the gloves, warm tears started to flow down her face.
どうしていいのかわかんない。わかんなくなっちゃった。助けて父さん、助けてお願い。
Suzuha's shoulders shook as the tears poured down. I turned my eyes toward the time machine, a silhouette in the darkness.
俺はもう乗らないって決めたんだ。
No matter what Daru said, no matter how Suzuha threatened me, I wasn't going back to the past. I can't look back. Jeez. The next thing she knew, Suzuha was inside the time machine, wrapped up in a blanket. She must have been crying a lot because she hadn't even noticed that she'd come inside the time machine, or that Rintaro had left. Her dad was next to her. He was also wrapped up in a blanket, and he was looking at her.
落ち着いた？
今何時？
She wiped away the tears as she asked.
もうすぐ日付が変わるよ。
ごめん、こんな時間まで付き合わせて。
平気平気。前にも言ったっしょ。父さんのこといくらでも頼っていいのだぜって。
うん。
The time machine's hatch was still open, and cold air was pouring in. Each time they spoke, they could see their breath turn white. The machine was still silent. They could use the life support system in the cockpit to keep out the cold, but she didn't want to waste the energy. She rubbed her cheeks with her glove-covered hands. The gloves Yuki gave her were very warm, and her hands were the one part of her that wasn't cold.
僕さ、いつか必ずオカリンも僕らと一緒に、いや違うな。僕らの先頭に立って指揮を取ってくれるって信じてるんだよね。
Suzuha was a little surprised to see Itaru speaking seriously. Normally all Itaru ever did was screw around.
未来ガジェット研究所はオカリンがいてこそだから、今はちょっと腐ってるけどきっと立ち直る。同時に法王院京馬もよみがえるわけ。不死鳥の名は伊達じゃない的な、中二病オツ的な。その時が来たら多分オカリンは自分からタイムマシンに乗るよ。鈴葉に言われなくってもね。
Suzuha realized Itaru was trying to make her feel better. Suddenly, deep in her heart, she felt a little warmer.
父さん、すごく恥ずかしいこと言ってるの自覚してる？
うわ、ですよね。オカリン本人の前じゃ口が裂けても言えないな。
私、明日までに手紙書くよ。オカリンおじさんに。直接顔見て話すとまた変な感じになっちゃうから。ごめんなさいっていうのと、もうちょっとだけもがいてみるって。だからオカリンおじさんにも考えてみてほしいって。そうは言っても実はもうあんまり時間はないんだけど。
時間ないって？ロシアが実験を開始したから？
Oh yeah, but maybe there's something else.
実はタイムマシンを制御してる量子コンピューターの内蔵電池、もうすぐ切れそうなんだ。
Ah, okay. So not only is it we're running out of time and that other nations are starting to develop time machines or testing them, the quantum computer is also about to die, which means we won't have a time machine anymore ourselves. That is actually kind of scary. It's a computer capable of using quantum mechanical overlapping to perform parallel processing. While modern-day computers switch between two signals, 0 and 1, to perform their calculations, a quantum computer is capable of calculating these two signals at the same time. This allows for exponentially faster calculations, to the point where it is expected that quantum computing will change everything about the world we know. Practical quantum computers have not yet been built. Well, duly noted.
マジ？
前に話したよね。かがりを探すために1998年から何度もマシンを使ったって。
Speaking of which, did we ever find her in this timeline? I don't think we ever did. She's just been missing this entire time. What is that about?
それは当初の計画にはなかった行動なんだ。当然マシンを制御するコンピューターの使用回数も予定より多くなって。
それでバッテリーが消耗したっつうことか。
マシンそのものの燃料よりそっちの方が深刻なんだよ。マシンを正確に制御してジャンプさせることが難しくなる。
バッテリーだったら交換とか充電とかすればいいんじゃね？
無理だよ。
ちょっとだけその内蔵電池見させてもらっていいかな？
Suzuha nodded and pointed to a piece at the core of the machine. Itaru leaned his huge body forward to take a look, but soon he gave out a moan of confusion.
なんぞこれ。
The battery was the same size as a car's, but it was the product of 2036's technology, and Itaru lived in the year 2010. There was probably no way he could understand it. From Itaru's perspective, it might as well have been a black box of unknown technology. A quick look wouldn't tell him anything about how it was built or how it would work. There was one reason why Suzuha had agreed to let him look at it.
2010年の技術で何とかするのは無理だと思う。
We're too technologically inferior to mess with it.
言うなればそれは使い切りの電池と同じ状態ってこと。充電も交換もできない。
That seems like a real big design flaw. Why would you want like a battery the quality of a disposable battery? Like there's a reason they're disposable is that they're not meant to be used for that long.
この時代のバッテリーか発電機に乾燥するのは？
I imagine it wouldn't provide enough power. Suzuha shook her head helplessly.
とっくに試したよ。でも不可能だった。ルミ姉さんに頼んで車のバッテリーを用意してもらったんだ。 トラックとかに積まれてる大きなやつ。繋いでみたら1秒持たなかった。
Yeah, way too little power.
なんだと？
ガソリンを使う発電機も試してみたけど、それもダメだった。
The amount of power this thing probably needs to run is ridiculously insurmountable with
ガ
today's
ソリンが
technology.
何ガロン必要なのか見当もつかない。だいたいそんな量のガソリンマシンには積めないし。ルミ姉さんね、ものすごく無理をしてくれて最新の燃料電池まで手に入れてくれたんだよ。
But even that wasn't good enough.
未来の技術ってすげえのな。こんな小さなものがそんな大電力を賄ってるっつうわけ？
Crazy to believe that in just 26 years from this point of the game that we'd have tech like that. I mean, in reality, it's 2018. To think that in, what, 18 years we'd have this kind of tech? I mean, I guess it's possible to have a battery that powerful, that small. Itaru was standing in amazement at the futuristic battery.
SF 映画みたく生ゴミを電気に変えられたらな。
Back to the future. We gotta go back, Marty. Back to the
このバ
future.
ッテリーあとどれくらい持ちそうなん？
多分あと1回か2回ジャンプしたら。
たったそれだけ？
しかもこうやってマシンが停止してる間もさ、重力場や座標点の計測装置なんかはずっと動いてるから、ジャンプしなくてもいずれ電池切れになる。残ったバッテリーで正確なジャンプをするにはあと半年が限界だろうね。マキセ・クリスを救いに行けるタイミングもそこまでってことになる。
So all you have left is half a year. So by July of this year, Suzuha grabbed onto Itaru's back and took a deep breath. It was squishy and it felt good.
バッテリーが切れてマシンのコントロールを失ったらどうなるんだろう。カーブラックホールの制御も効かなくなるし、イベントホライゾンの向こうから永遠に戻ってこられないとか。
Well, that sounds terrifying.
縁起でもないこと言ったらダメだお。
ごめん。でもそこってさ、どんな場所なのかな。今みたいに静かな時間が永遠に続くのかな。だったらそれでもいいな。
As she clung to her father's warm back, Suzuha started to feel very sleepy. If she let her guard down for a moment, she was sure to fall asleep. She'd been trained to fight it on the battlefield, but this wasn't the battlefield, and she was exhausted from crying. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to let herself sleep once in a while. She sat down and held her knees like a child, then softly closed her eyes.
そっか。結局鈴葉はこの夏までに必ず行っちゃうんだな。たとえオカリンがどんな結論を出すとしても。
Just before she fell asleep, she thought she heard her father talking to himself. And we're back to tall, dark, and gloomy. Oh, hi, Karisu.
これはまさにパラダイス。
I don't know what's about to happen, but we're going to call that good here. Next time on Let's Play some more Steins Gate Zero, we will we'll find out what paradise this is Maho's talking about. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. Thanks all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Catch you guys then.